Shifting focus to a regional powerhouse now, South Africa hosted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky today. Zelensky's visit to South Africa is his first Africa trip in his presidency, but it turned out to be a brief one. Zelensky is cutting short his trip amid fresh Russian strikes back home. Russian missiles have pounded Kiev, causing several casualties. But before flying back, Zelensky has met with President Cyril Ramaphosa, who is the current chair of the G20 presidency. He briefed him on the current situation and rallied global diplomatic support.
Due to the Russian attack, I have decided to shorten the program of my visit to your beautiful country. But I leave our Minister of Foreign Affairs to show our respect and to conduct all the meetings that we have planned and which are very important on the level of our minister, with the regional leaders and also with the students of your country. We are grateful to you for your support for Ukraine.
But even this short window holds a strategic punch. Except for a brief stop in 2023, Zelensky has never visited the continent. Zelensky's visit comes at a time which is crucial. Russia has been rapidly increasing its footprint in Africa. It has been partnering with African countries, signing defense deals and energy deals. And some experts believe Putin wants to be Africa's hero. It's believed that Zelensky is trying to counter Putin's outreach. When Russia invaded Ukraine 3 years ago, South Africa had refused to condemn the operation. Many Africans abstained from UN resolutions denouncing Russia's military campaign. That's when Ukraine pivoted toward an Africa strategy. So Zelensky's visit to South Africa is not just a handshake tour. It's an effort to flip Africa's diplomatic balance. For Zelensky, his country has not just fought on the battlefield, but also on a global stage, trying to secure support from international players who are fully not on its side. Now, this brings us to another angle of the story. The US, which had backed Kiev, is not the same anymore. Now, under Donald Trump's leadership, bilateral ties between the two sides have suffered massive blows. Trump has suspended military aid to Ukraine. That has severely hampered its supply of weapons amidst a war. As Ramaphosa hosted Zelensky, he also held a phone call with US President Donald Trump, and the two talked about the war in Ukraine. Ramaphosa also says that both agreed to meet soon to address the various matters regarding US-South Africa relations, which have nosedived over South Africa's land reforms in recent months.
I had an opportunity to speak to President Trump yesterday, or this morning rather, to discuss the peace process in Ukraine. We both agreed that the war should be brought to an end as soon as possible to prevent further death and destruction.
For Ukraine, South Africa's support is crucial. Pretoria is the loudest voice in the continent. It is the first African nation to hold G20 presidency this year. It's also heavyweight in the BRICS group that consists of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. By appeasing Ramaphosa, Zelensky is hoping to leverage an access to Russia that South Africa has through BRICS. Experts believe Ukraine is trying to make use of South Africa's friendly relations with Russia. That's the role Zelensky is expecting from Pretoria, to take Ukraine's matters to Putin and to help it reach a peace deal. In 2023, Ramaphosa led a peace mission. He visited both Russia and Ukraine to de-escalate tensions. However, that didn't lead to any breakthrough. Ukraine did appreciate Ramaphosa's peace efforts, but it wants more than that. Ukraine has pledged to also increase its embassies in Africa. Zelensky has been keen on visiting Africa for a long time, but there were no formal invitations. But as he makes his first visit, Putin will be watching it closely. It will be a test of how far Ukraine can push into a Russian-friendly nation. And we will continue our coverage as this story unfolds.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
Prime Minister Modi.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.